legislative session. As there are a few more people here than normal, I would offer that there is a room across the hall with limited seating, so that you may be able to squeeze a few more people in there. Once we get farther along, I'll explain the format for those of you who have not been here before. But at this time, I would have the clerk call the roll.
Michael Yearden has been marked excused. Herbert Yearden?
Here.
Edward Gilson has been marked excused. David Holtz has been marked excused. Roy Rehill?
Here.
John Martino?
Here.
Frank Lombardo?
Here.
Paul House?
Here.
James Weatherup?
Here.
Mary Ellen Chesbro?
Present.
Linda Lockwood? Here. Richard Klein?
Present.
Patrick Twist has been marked excused. Stephen Walpole?
Here.
Kevin Hill?
Here.
James Scanlon?
Here.
Charles Berger?
Here.
Robert Wilmot?
Here.
Marie Shaw?
Here.
Paul Conley?
Here.
Noel Samuelson?
Here.
James Karasik?
Here.
Michael Soloway?
Here.
Mark Greco?
Here.
Frank Castilia?
Wouldn't miss it.
Mr. Chairman, there's 21 present and 4 excused. We have a quorum.
Thank you. I would add on a personal note that legislators Gilson, Holtz, and Yearden are out on medical, and congratulations to legislator Twist, who had a young baby girl this morning. Now that we have the roll, would the clerk please lead us in the invocation?
As we come together today, let us be thankful for its blessings, its opportunities, and its challenges. Help us to be ever mindful of opportunities to render our service to fellow citizens and to our community, keeping in mind always the enduring values of life, exerting our efforts in those areas and on those things upon which future generations can build with confidence. Grant us clarity of purpose and protect us from all distractions. Amen.
Thank you. Today's pledge will be led by legislators Walpole and legislators Hill.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I trust we've seen the minutes from the Oswego County Legislature regular meeting on March 13th. Look for the appropriate motion. So moved. Second. A second. Legislator Castillo, with your hand up.
Yes, I do, sir. The minutes are not complete. There are 2 roll call votes and they're not in here. All right, so the minutes are not complete, so, however you want to do it, sir.
Well, we'll look at that for obviously the next meeting, then we'll get those approved.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Moving on to proclamations and recognitions. Could I have the government committee, Terry Wilbur, and the staff please come forward? This is for a National Donate Life Month in Oswego County.
On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. And a second.
Jay? Hold on.
April is National Donate Life Month in Oswego County. Oswego County residents demonstrate their commitment to one another in the most difficult of circumstances through organ, tissue, stem cell, and blood donations. During National Donate Life Month, we honor donors who provide others with a second chance for a healthy life and encourage more New Yorkers to share this precious gift. Over 120,000 Americans wait donations on the organ and transplant network waiting list, of which nearly 10,000 New York State residents are among them, many of whom are Oswego County. Many will receive a life-saving transplant, but for some, help will not come fast enough. Whether they are coping with kidney failure or recovering from severe injuries, these individuals' lives depend on the compassion of loved ones or from a complete stranger. Across our state, we face a shortage of donors and urgent need for help. Only 35% of eligible New Yorkers are registered to become an organ donor, while the national average is 58%. Each organ or tissue donor can save many lives and becoming one is simple. Join New York State Donor Registry by indicating your decision on your driver's license when you register to vote, by going online at MyDMV and informing loved ones of your decision. Together we can save lives and give hope to countless American families. And with James Weatherup, Chairman of the Oswego County Legislature, on behalf of the entire legislature, the people of Oswego County do hereby designate the month of April as Donate Life Month. We call upon healthcare professionals, volunteers, educators, government agencies, faith-based and community groups, and private organizations to join forces to boost the numbers of organ, tissue, blood, and stem cell donors throughout our nation.
Well, thank you. As the county clerk, somebody who works with our 3 DMVs throughout our county, we have great staff there who is willing. If you're not a organ donor, please stop into the DMVs. We have great staff that will help you, walk you through that. We should be very proud in this county. We have a high percentage rate. We're at 63%, but we still want to raise those numbers if at all possible. Definitely do some hard thinking. If you've never before thought about it, please. I know we have some people very close to us, some that sit in this chamber with us, who have benefited from this program of organ donation. And please, once you are an organ donor, let your family know your wishes as well, because that's very important moving forward too. So other than that, please stop into DMV and register today. Thank you. At this time, in recognition of Child Abuse Awareness Month, could I have the Human Services Committee, Lee Sullivan and her staff, please come forward.
So you want to move it maybe a little bit, just. Do you want me to go on back? Yeah.
Make sure I can see everybody. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. And a second. 1, 2, 3. Perfect, thank you.
All right. You want to say something?
Yes, she's going
I'll talk after you.
All right. The Oswego County Legislature would like to designate April 2025 Child Abuse Prevention Month. Whereas the community cares about child safety and well-being and child abuse and neglect is a very important concern for them. And whereas preventing child abuse, neglect in a community problem that depends on involvement among people throughout the community. Whereas child abuse and neglect not only directly harms children, but also increases the likelihood of long-term physical and mental health problems, alcohol and substance abuse, continued family violence, and criminal behavior. Whereas children maltreatment also occurs when people find themselves in stressful situations without community resources and don't know how to cope. Whereas the majority of the children abuse cases stem from situations and conditions that are preventable in an engaged and supportive community. Whereas child abuse and neglect can be reduced by making sure each family has the support they need in raising their children in a safe, nurturing environment. And whereas effective child abuse prevention programs succeed because of partnerships created among social service agencies, schools, faith communities, civil organizations, law enforcement agencies, and the business community. Now, therefore, I, James Wetterup, Chairman of the Oswego County Legislature, on behalf of the entire legislators and the people of Oswego County, do hereby proclaim April as Child Abuse Prevention Month, and upon all citizens, or call upon all citizens, community agencies, faith groups, medical facilities, and businesses to increase their participation in the effort and to support families, thereby preventing child abuse and strengthening the community in which we live. Very good.
I'm Sarah Finley. I'm the Director of Protective Services at DSS, and I want to take a minute to thank our community partners for their continued collaboration and support. Many of them are up here today. And I also want to thank our legislators for supporting our initiatives that we bring forward. We couldn't do this without your support. And it truly is a community effort. So thank you all for being here.
One thing, can I make one more? I would encourage people to, if you have young adults in your family, as I do, to encourage them to get involved with fostering kids. I have 2 daughters that are doing it currently, and I certainly think that it's a well worthwhile thing to be doing, and I think people really need to get involved. Thank you.
Thank you. At this time, I'd like to invite in honor of Fair Housing Month, the Economic Development and Tourism Committee, and Tim Stahl and staff to please come forward.
Okay. Big smiles, everybody ready? 1, 2, 3. And a second. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Thank you very much.
Okay. Designating April 2025 as Fair Housing Month. Whereas with local law number 2 in 1990, the Oswego County Legislature declared its support for equal housing opportunities to all residents of Oswego County. And whereas with local law number 1 in 2009, the Oswego County Legislature found and determined that amendments needed to be added to that law that would be necessary and desirable for the years to conform Oswego County Fair Housing Law. Whereas this local law number 1 in 2009 will be reviewed once again this year, 2025, to ensure that the existing law conforms with the most recent provisions that the state and the federal fair housing regulations are. Whereas Oswego County will ensure that fair housing plan will be developed to meet the requirements associated with the New York State CDBG grants requirements. And whereas the legislature has appointed a fair housing officer and established the Fair Housing Council to publicize, advertise, and promote fair housing throughout the county. Whereas the County of Oswego prohibit any kind of discrimination on the basis of race, religion, color, disability, national origin, sexual orientation, general identity, status as a victim of domestic violence, military status, age, sex, marital status, source of income, and familial status for the sale, the rental, or advertising of housing in the provision of brokerage services or in the availability of residential real estate. Now therefore, James Weatherup, our chairman, along with the whole legislature here, we would like to declare that Fair Housing Month is this month, 2025. Thank you. What I'd like to let everyone know is that on the back table, you'll see there's a whole pile of this. This is the Bright Colors, Bright Future Fair Housing Coloring Contest. It is an annual contest. It'll be in the shopper in April 19th, I believe, and again the 26th. What this is for 2 age groups, for children ages 4 to 7 and 8 to 12, and there's 3 prizes for each age group. All is on the information on the back as to where the entries have to be placed, and there will be prizes, and they are donated by the Children's Museum of Oswego, Splash Indoor Water Park, Lighthouse Lanes, Pathfinder Bank, Oswego County Federal Credit Union, and Fulton Savings Bank. There's a whole pile. If you know of anybody that is in that age group, whether they're little ones that you are your family or neighbors, or you know of a nursery school or anybody, this is the coloring contest. It's fun. It's about everybody having a chance at fair housing. Would you like to say anything?
I'm good.
She's good. All righty. Thank you very much.
Thank you. In honor of National Public Health Week, I ask the Health Committee, Vera Dunsmore and her staff to come forward.
You almost ran. Go right where you want to go. Don't you worry about me. Come on, okay, everybody shift back.
Okay. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And a second. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Thank you.
Chairman of the Health Committee, its name is Legislature House. Oswego County Legislature proclaimed the week of April 7th through the 13th, 2025 as National Public Health Week. Whereas National Public Health Week, which occurs annually in the first full week of April, creates an ideal opportunity to recognize the contributions of public health care on our society and highlights progress towards improving health of our nation. And whereas public health organizations use this opportunity to educate public policymakers, health professionals, and the public on the issues that are important to improving the health of all people. And whereas this year marks the 30th anniversary of this recognition, and in the time significant strides to have been made in the public health, including one, decreased rates of adult obesity, thanks to move safe places for physical activity and better access to healthy foods, and two, lower adult smoking rates due to comprehensive smoke-free policies and public awareness campaigns, and three, fewer hospitalizations due to the falls among senior adults, owing to outreach to community partners providing seniors with the information on how to stay safest in homes and in the community. And whereas the public health professionals help communities prevent, prepare for, withstand, and recover from the impact of full range of public health threats, from the environment hazards to the infectious diseases outbreaks to natural disasters. And whereas efforts to adequately support public health and can help transform the system from one focused on treatment to one focused on prevention, further promoting wellness in our society. And whereas the theme of this year's recognition, It Starts Here, highlights the importance of making a difference in our homes and communities. Now therefore, I, James Weatherup, Chairman of the Oswego County Legislature, on behalf of the entire legislature, do hereby declare April 7th through 13th, 2025 as National Public Health Week in the County of Oswego, and urge residents to observe this week by helping families, friends, neighbors, co-workers, and community leaders recognize the contributions of public health in improving all wellness and helping to achieve healthy equality, and as work together to create a stronger, more resilient community.
Yes, I would like to thank all of the legislators for bringing attention to National Public Health Week, to highlighting some of the services that we provide at the health department and some of our accomplishments. So thank you.
All great job.
Thank you. Moving to introduction of visitors. Okay, moving now to the public speakers on resolutions of the day. As I call your name forward, Legislator Martino, are there any? There are. Thank you. As you come forward, I will ask your name for the record and also what resolutions you'd like to speak forward to. This is not for the public comment period. This is just for the resolutions that we're going to be speaking about later on. So first I would call Jessica Madison. And I see you're for HS number 9. Thank you. You have 5 minutes.
Friends, colleagues, honored members of Legislature, I stand before you today with a heart full of gratitude. First and foremost, I want to express my sincere thanks to the legislators, the commissioner, her team, our directors, with the combined efforts of passing and hopefully this resolution, Human Services 9. This resolution represents a crucial step forward and its impact will be felt by countless individuals and families in our community. I am here also to acknowledge and to thank the dedicated staff who remain steadfast at Department of Social Services. Your unwavering commitment to serving those in need, often under challenging circumstances has been truly commendable. You are the backbone of our social safety net, and your work makes a profound difference in so many lives. I am proud to work side by side with you all. I want to share an ironic story that highlights the crossroads I find myself here today. On March 17th, I was at the Capitol building with an organization that's called the New York State Coalition of Open Government. I was there passionately advocating for the Freedom of Information Law, promoting the live streaming of government meetings. I felt like I was exactly where I was supposed to be, contributing to transparency and accountability. That very same day, I received a call I had been anticipating for a while now, a job offer from National Grid. After applying in October of last year, they finally offered me the position, which the start date would be April 28th of this year. I accepted the offer March 19th, and I've been in a state of internal debate ever since, weighing the pay, the commute, and the potential hybrid. The two-hour pay cut I would have made from DSS to National Grid justified it because it was a 40-hour work week. But then I read this new agenda, the potential reclassification of a social welfare examiner, close to a $30 raise, a long overdue raise to be sure. And now the walk away has been very difficult. To be transparent, my 5 years goal is to become a legislator. At the end of my interview with National Grid, I stated I love my current job very much, but I wanted to feel more appreciated, earn a better living, and ultimately become a legislator. To bring awareness to DSS in our community. While I currently rent in District 17, my fiance and I are building a home in District 7. So the timing isn't right this now in this election year, so I told myself next election year is my target. But I need to prepare myself ultimately for that change. But I don't think right now I'm quite ready to leave the dedicated team I work with and the caseload I serve. These are not just caseloads to me, they are people. And with higher wages, you can retain compassionate individuals like the ones who have signed my shirt and hold them even more accountable to the work they do. On behalf of all the social welfare examiners, I say thank you. I just said I waited long. I have like 2 more minutes.
You have one more.
Okay. I just wanted to add to the conversation from last month. My background, I grew up from a middle-class family raised by 2 incredibly hardworking parents and side by side 2 older brothers who excelled both academically and athletically. My father's passion was for history and politics. If I wanted to be heard, I had to be compared with facts, always striving to contribute meaningful to the conversation. I'm immensely proud of the values my parents instilled in me, and particularly the courage to ask questions and challenge, and to always ask why instead of simply saying yes. Those upbringings, while comfortable, also shielded me from uncertain realities. Until I began working at DSS 7 years ago, I was completely unaware. I had more, but I just want to say thank you guys. We really do appreciate it, and it's been a long time coming, and I think I'm going to stay at Department of Social Services for 2 more years. So thank you.
Thank you. At this time, Claudia on the name. It's the second person, Juniper. It starts with a D apparently. And there is a resolution that you wish to speak on.
No,
Not
I changed
this-
my mind. Thank you.
Not at this time. All right, thank you. Thank you. Moving now to reports of county officials. Reports of standing committees. Any reports of special committees? Moving then to government.
Mr. Chairman.
What's that?
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Mr. Scanlon.
Sorry, I didn't get my hand up quick enough, but there is some, I'd like to speak to the Oswego County Youth Bureau. They have a slew of handouts over here on the table that I encourage the public to take a look at and grab. They're still looking for some summer help employees, and there are probably some calendars of things that's going to be coming up. So they're over there for the folks to take a look at and to grab.
Thank you, and I apologize for not catching your hand.
That's it.
Government, Courts, and Consumer Affairs Committee, today by Legislator Berger with Resolution GC1.
Mr. Chairman, I offer this resolution and adopt it. It's adopted.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution denying administrative correction and tax refund or credit pursuant to New York State Real Property Tax Law 554 and 556 regarding real property located at 1273 County Route 50 in the town of Oswego.
This is a case where the person did not properly fill out the paperwork needed for the senior star exemption. There was several times it was asked of it, it was denied. It's not at a county level, it needs to go back to the town.
Thank you. Any discussion? Legislator Castillo.
Chairman, I was at the committee when this was brought forward, and I brought forward the issue that we've done exemptions in the past, and I think that this is one that, when you're talking about a senior missing the amount of money that was supposed to be put on there, and yeah, she may have been, may have missed it a couple times. I know I could have missed, putting the right number. And I asked in the committee for them to think about it and do an exemption. And there was many arguments as to why not. But I'm sorry, if we don't take care of our seniors the way they took care of us, then we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing here. And one person is not going to bankrupt this county. Thank you very much. I will not be voting in favor of this.
Thank you. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 19 in favor, 2 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution GC2 by Legislator Berger.
Chairman, I offer the following resolution and urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution denying administrative correction and tax refund or credit pursuant to New York State Real Property Tax Law 554 and 556 regarding real property located at 671 Dutch Ridge Road in the town of Oswego.
Again, another town issue that's been brought to our levels. There's a lot of question on water usage, and the end of the summary on it is that there was fluoride present in the pond and the pool, and they said regardless, the reading is good and the bill is accurate.
Thank you.
Again, this is a town issue that was brought down.
All right, it's a town issue.
Town issue.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused. Oh, you opposed? Gotcha, she goes. 20 in favor, 1 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution GC3 by Legislator Berger.
Mr. Chairman, I offer the following resolution and urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution establishing a revenue and expense line along with funding line for the 250th Commission for the American Revolution.
This is something positive. We're going to put $25,000, which is very cheap, to promote the 250th anniversary, which is going to put a lot of spotlight on Oswego County, and more particularly the Port Ontario people who were here. And just trying to get us out there and have people see us.
Good, thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution GC4 by Legislator Berger.
Chairman, I offer the following resolution and urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution deleting the position of Director of Strategic Initiatives and merging the Office of Strategic Initiatives with the Department of Community Development, Planning, and Tourism.
Are we looking to amend this on the floor? Yes.
Yes, we need to be amended.
Amend that on the floor?
Mr. Chairman, I offer the amendment as it's presented to us and printed out.
Do we have a second? Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, back to the original resolution as amended.
Yeah, this is with Mr. Turner retiring. This is just merging his duties into the office of Tim Stone, just to make it more efficient. Not deleting anything, just merging it.
It's in effect an add. Legislator Shaw.
Mr. Chairman, we are eliminating the department and
There's
employees.
functions, there's functions that still go on with that to qualify for the money that the ARPA funds paid for, but Mr. Church can try to talk about
Yes, the Office of Strategic Initiatives is being eliminated along with the position of director. But the duties of the office are being merged into the community development planning. It will be a separate budget group in the budget that you will see, because we need to keep that funding separate from all others, because it is paid with federal ARPA funds.
When will the funding be paid out?
The funding is good until the end of 2026. And
At that time, we'll be done completely with that department and any employees in it?
Yes, it may continue for a quarter into 27 because of the way the federal calendar runs and the reporting requirements that still have to be done for the ARPA money. But after that's all
Sure, that it will go away.
once that's all completed, then those functions will be finished.
Thank you.
All good? Any other discussion? All those in favor of the resolution as amended? Aye. Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, it's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 abstentions.
Thank you. Resolution GC 5 by Legislator Berger.
Mr. Chairman, I offer the following resolution and urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing the execution of an amended retainer agreement with Napoli Schlossnick, LLC, Film Forming Foams Products Liability Litigation, MDL.
And we're calling Mr. Mitchell to shed some light on this.
This body had previously approved a contingent fee retainer at no cost to the county for the aqueous film forming foams, firefighting foams, if you will, that have forever chemicals. One of the larger manufacturers, 3M, has entered into a structured settlement, paid over 10 years. The retainer does not contemplate a structured settlement. It says it's a fixed fee based on any settlement or recovery. This would allow amendment to have the law firm paid first on structured settlements only, and then the money would come back to the county. They've advanced the costs as well as legal fees.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, it's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 abstentions.
Thank you. Resolution GC 6 by Legislator Berger.
Mr. Chairman, I offer the following resolution and urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution requesting the New York State Senate and New York State Assembly amend county law in relation to the office of Oswego County Coroner.
This is separating Mr. DiMartino in the corner. This is backed by Senator Walczak, Senator Chris Ryan, and Assembly Minority Will Harvey. He's just taking him out of that position.
All right, and I understand it needs to be amended.
Oh, yes, not down the floor, myself.
Mr. Chairman, I offer the amendment as printed.
Thank you. Second.
Sorry.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Back to the original resolution as amended. Any discussion? Legislator Castillo.
Mr. Chairman, again, in committee, of course, I didn't have a vote in that committee, but I did express my concerns with doing this, and I myself have been in contact, and so hasn't Legislator Schad with Senator Ryan, in that this is just creating more lines of government. I brought up issue in committee that you take over a job, you take over the job as it is. And so far, we have eliminated so many different parts of this district attorney's job that it's not what we signed up for. And I will not be voting in favor of this, and I would hope other people would not also. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Legislator Scanlon.
Your Honor, in committee, we also learned that we are probably the only county in the state that hasn't separated it. We also know that the caseload at the district attorneys is getting heavier, and they aren't small tasks that they're trying to complete. So our feelings are this is something that will help him free up a little bit of time so he can do more of the DA's job to move forward from that.
Thank you. And I would note that the Attorney General has stated an opinion that they believe this part should be separated. Okay? Legislator Carrasco.
So personal experience, a few years ago, well, quite a few years ago, we had a gentleman on 48 that got struck by a vehicle. His body ended up in our end of our driveway, and it took 9 hours to get somebody from Onondaga County to come up and pronounce him deceased. before they could remove the body. And then a few years later, within a mile of my house, a similar incident happened. And once again, they had to go to Onondaga County and wait. Now, when you have that happen, that highway is blocked. They don't say, well, we used one lane. It's cut off. So I'm all for this. We need to have a more efficient system.
Thank you. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 19 in favor, 2 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution GC7 by legislator Berger.
Mr. Chairman, I offer the following resolution and urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution to amend the scope of work for certain ARPA funds previously approved by this body.
This is the broadband backup. It is just a breakdown of what, who's getting what work they'll be doing, and the amount of the
Right. So that the amendment references that.
Yes.
I'll move the amendment.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, back to the original resolution as amended. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Moving now to Public Safety Committee, Resolution PS1 by legislator Greco.
Mr. Chairman, I offer this resolution and recommend its approval.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing the creation of 1 temporary part-time cook manager position, Sheriff's Department.
So the cook manager has retired. They've asked him to come back part-time to train in this day.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution PS2 by legislator Greco.
Mr. Chairman, I offer this resolution and recommend its approval.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing reclassification of senior typist position to senior account clerk position in the Corrections Division of the Sheriff's Office.
This is currently vacant. They've looked at it and talked to personnel and decided to reclassify it. It'd be more appropriate to be a senior account clerk. So we're looking to change, make that change.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution PS3 by legislator Greco.
Mr. Chairman, I offer this resolution and recommend its approval.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing the reclassification of 13 positions within the Sheriff's Office Road Patrol Courts Division.
In order to qualify for the 211 waiver, the state has required that they be labeled special patrol officers. So we need to make that change.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution PS4 by legislator Greco.
I offer this resolution and recommend its approval.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution approving the purchase of body-worn cameras, tasers, interrogation room cameras, and extending the contract with Axon Enterprise, Inc. via unappropriated fund balance for Sheriff's Office bid 25-E911-001 preventive.
This is a 5-year contract for just under $1.5 million. Necessary.
Thank you. Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, it's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution PS5 by legislator Greco.
I offer this resolution and recommend its approval.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution approving the purchase of furniture for Sheriff's Office, Regional Police Academy.
And they're looking for $15,000 to furnish the academy, chairs, furniture, monitors, things of that nature.
Thank you. And the grand opening is?
The ribbon cutting will be May 7th.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution PS6 by legislator Greco.
Chairman, I offer this resolution and recommend its approval.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing budgetary modification, E911, automotive repairs.
This is approximately $1,300 they'd like to put back into automotive supplies and repairs.
Thank you.
Insurance check.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution PS7 by legislator Greco.
Offer this resolution and recommend its approval.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing budgetary modification, E911, automotive equipment.
All right, so they did total out this vehicle. They'd like to replace it with an F-150 so that they can tow the trailer and equipment around the county.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution PS8 by legislator Greco.
Offer this resolution and recommend its approval.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing budgetary modification, Sheriff's Office, transfer from Insurance Recovery, Treasurer's Office, to Automotive Supplies and Repair, Road Division.
It's approximately $4,300. This one was a snowbank, and they'd like to move that back into their fleet.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution PS9 by legislator Greco.
Mr. Chairman, I offer this resolution and recommend its approval.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing the creation of part-time temporary line A1165-514000 for the remainder of 2025 in the District Attorney's Office.
This is in order for him to hire expert prosecutors, retired guys that have expertise in the field, and hire back to prosecute specific cases.
Thank you. Any discussion? Legislator Schott.
Will this terminate at the end of 25?
This is for the short time.
I believe this was just for.
This is for the rest of 25. In order to continue this, it would have to be requested again for the 26 budget, for the budget process.
Thank you.
Legislator Castillo.
Mr. Chairman, in committee, this was a good discussion in committee. I voted no on it in committee. Since then, I've been asked different questions, so I bring these concerns forward. Otherwise, I would have asked them in committee, but I didn't have, the information available to do that. But it's $145,000 we're going to put into the line. I understand that. But what rate are we going to pay these people, and who's going to select them?
Well, obviously, the district attorney's going to select them. That's number one. And the rate, I believe he wanted to match what we base the assigned council,
So
the hourly wage.
why wouldn't this go out for bid? Why wouldn't you bid this, announce that you're looking for somebody with this expertise? Because otherwise, you're going to get, well, my buddy here, he likes it and he'll do the job. I mean, that's not right. We are talking about $145,000 of taxpayer money, and the district attorney is the one that's going to decide who gets the job. And I think they should come out as a bid.
It's his department to run. He's the one who has the expertise, and he's the one that's responsible. I don't think in any way, shape, or form we should put it out to bid and take the lowest bidder. That's insane.
And I would note that
Very
legal,
much insane.
Taxpayer money, sir.
I would note that legal fees are not subject to bid. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 19 in favor, 2 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution PS10 by legislator Greco.
Offer this resolution and recommend its approval.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution in support of changes to New York's discovery laws proposed in Governor Hochul's fiscal year 2026 executive budget.
So the discovery laws have been a topic of much discussion, even on the news lately. I want to point out that in 2019, when they started this, there were 12,398 cases dismissed for speedy trial dismissal. In 2023, there was 42,212. The amount of time that the prosecutor has to provide all the discovery, right? We have a lot more camera footage and things like that have to be required to be sorted through. So it's a tremendous amount of work, and they're unable to meet the demands of the cases or the discovery laws. So they want to support the governor in changing and amending these laws.
Thank you. I understand she's having trouble getting that through. Any discussion? Legislator Castillo.
Sorry, in committee, I did vote in favor of this, but since then, I've been getting questions and concerns about it. Sorry, but, you know, the district attorney gets a pretty good salary, so a lot of work is there, but I don't agree with it now, I will not be voting in favor of it. Thank you very much. I understand it, I understand why it has to be done.
So you were for it before you were against it?
Right. You know, I didn't vote against it in committee, but I didn't have the information I needed to be able to vote correctly in committee. Thank you very much.
I'd like to point out that this has been proposed and supported by the District Attorney Association of the state. All the district attorneys have gotten together and supported.
Thank you. I will. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Moving to the Human Services Committee, Resolution HS1 by Legislator Scanlon.
Mr. Chairman, I offer this resolution, I urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing the reclassification of 5 positions in the Department of Social Services.
Yes, this is a reclassification only, rates remain the same. This is going to help with the reorganization that you've been doing out there, and we'd like to move forward.
Thank you. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution HS2 by Legislator Scanlon.
Mr. Chairman, I offer this resolution, I urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing creation of 1 Director of Integrated Services position in the Department of Social Services.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, following the promotion of the Director of Administration to Deputy Commissioner, responsibilities have become redistributed among other division directors and staff. The Integrated Service Director has been assigned the duties associated with the front desk, lobby, and the file room. Additionally, with the separation of the workforce development and the employment services, employment has also been been put out to the Integrated Service Director. So we're looking to create this position to help her alleviate her of some of those duties so that she can concentrate on her folks, but also additional duties that will be assigned.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution HS3 by Legislator Scanlon.
Mr. Chairman, I offer this resolution and I urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing budget modification, Department of Social Services to accept federal funds for the Transportation Incentive Program.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, this is in the amount of $14,107. This Transportation Initiative Program provides federal funding to help meet transportation needs of individuals eligible for transportation assistance for needy families who are employed or participating in other allowable work activities.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution HS4 by Legislator Scanlon.
Mr. Chairman, I offer this resolution. I urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution appointing member to the Child Protection Advisory Council.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, this list that's come forward has 1 new member, but also all the other folks that were on there were up as well. And the director out to DSS has actually talked to all these folks, and they expressed interest of re-upping, and so that's what this is for.
Very good. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution HS5 by Legislator Scanlon.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I offer this resolution. I urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution to transfer funds from the Insurance Recovery Fund to Department of Social Services Automotive Supplies and Repair Account.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, after our hard winter that we had, there was a parked vehicle out there overnight that had, of ours, that had $4,051 worth of damage. They looked at the video to see if they could determine what happened, and they couldn't see it. It was outside of the view of the cameras, but nonetheless, it needed to be fixed, and this is what we need.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution HS6 by legislator Scanlon.
Mr. Chairman, I offer this resolution and I urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing budgetary modification, Department of Social Services, adoption, and legal guardianship incentive payments program allocation acceptance.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, we're looking to accept $25,000 into the adoption and legal guardianship incentive payment program for 2024. It covers there's some of 2024 and 2025 funds.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution HS7 by legislator Scanlon.
Mr. Chairman, I offer this resolution and I urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing the reclassification of one position to Director of Administrative Services in the Department of Social Services.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, this position is a title reclassification, requesting the change from the Staff Development Coordinator, which was a grade 12, to Director of Administrative Services, which is a grade 40.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution HS8 by legislator Scanlon.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I offer this resolution and I urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution approving Parks and Recreation Legends Fields fee schedule.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, these fees are geared towards Legend Field. We're trying to get the advertising program going, but also fees for field use. And it needs to move forward so we can keep that department solid and moving forward with our goals.
Thank you. Any discussion? Legislator Shaw.
Mr. Chairman, I would like to make a motion to amend and exempt all Oswego County children from the fee schedule.
Thank you. Second. Motion made and seconded. Any discussion?
Mr. Chairman, this was brought up during our time of the meeting, and one thing that we need to note is that unfortunately we're dealing with the year 2025, not 2000, where funds might have been available to keep things like this going. I mean, we used to have programs at the city level in the parks where people could go play. We had people doing training for baseball, people being paid, and it was free for the people that were there. And those things have gone to the wayside because we can't afford to keep doing that. And in this case, we really need those fees to help support that program, and also just to keep a mind on where we're trying to be in 10 years, 20 years down the road.
Okay, just for clarity, we've had a motion made and seconded for amendment. Any discussion on that? Legislator Castillo.
Did you, Ray, did you have?
I do. I would like to say that we have put millions in taxpayer dollars into this facility. And these individuals that are, I don't know, are they leasing it? Are they bidding it? I have no idea. But this is tons of money to keep up the surfaces. This is our tax dollars, our ARPA funds. I feel that we should reap a benefit from this. The local residents' children.
Thank you. Legislator Castillo.
That's, Mr. Chairman, I want to read a little bit the second paragraph in here that says, the fees will help offset staffing costs, programming supplies, and increase revenue for Legends Field. That itself, revenue for Legends Field, really hit me hard in that we put $2 million into a field for a company in Syracuse to run the fields because they said they could last longer, they could have more tournaments. They are paying $20,000 a year. Did we say we want to increase the cost to them? No, we didn't, because we don't need the revenue, I guess. But that comes out to being 1% payback a year. Now, we have $13,000, add the two of them up in that resolution, $13,000 for approximately 430 children. Of our county budget, that is 0.0006%. And I'm sorry, we've got an airport that it's gonna cost us $21,000 for 86 airplanes, 32 of them are county residents. But we don't say we're not gonna pay them, we're not gonna make them pay more, no. But we're gonna make the kids pay more. These parents, if you look at it, these parents will pay $340,000 in county taxes. And the county taxes are what we're supposed to supply services for. And I'm sorry, but yes, it's not the year 1950 any longer. And it's not, last year when we were going to put these things. This is now. And these kids want to go there and use this field. And we should give that to them. We shouldn't be saying, well, we got to make revenue. I understand where the director is coming from. He's told he's got to make revenue. But nobody's telling the airport you got to make revenue. Nobody's telling the Legends Field we got to make revenue, so we got to rewrite the contract with you. Nobody is.
Just for clarity, sir, this is about Legends Field, not the airport.
Legends Field, we're talking about money being lost, sir. We're talking about revenue. And that's what I'm talking about, okay? So it's not a point of order, it's revenue. Okay, we're not asking everybody to come up with revenue, but we're asking kids, and we're asking parents to come up with revenue. And I ask for a roll call vote on this, please.
One last comment, please. We have given a magic carpet ride for this. I'd love to go into a business where you give me $2 million and a ton of in-kind services. I just don't like it.
Thank you. We've had a roll call vote asked for.
Yes.
Thank you. On the amendment,
Yes.
any roll call vote?
No.
We have a
Run to
vote.
that vote.
Yes.
On vote.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Michael Yurden has been marked excused. Herbert Yurden.
Oh.
Edward Gilson's been marked excused. David Holst has been marked excused. Roy Reedhill.
No.
John Martino.
No.
Frank Lombardo.
No.
Paul House.
No.
James Weatherup.
No.
Mary Ellen Chesbro.
No.
Linda Lockwood.
No.
Richard Klein.
No.
Patrick Twist has been marked excused. Stephen Walpole.
No.
Kevin Hill.
Yes.
James Scanlon.
No.
Charles Berger.
No.
Robert Wilmot.
No.
Marie Shad.
Yes.
Paul Conley.
No.
Noel Samuelson.
No.
James Karasik.
No.
Michael Soloway.
No.
Mark Greco.
No.
Frank Castilian.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, that's 3 in favor, 18 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Back then to the original resolution. That's correct.
So I think a follow-up to this conversation is this revenue that it's going to create is not a huge pot of money. That field is going to take a lot of maintenance, and it needs to be kept up if it's going to be something that we have 15, 20 years down the road from now. At one time, the county took care of the ball fields that were out by the fort. And it was the county DPW that went out there and graded it every year, cleaned everything up, and got it in shape. And then there came a tussle with people saying, well, the county shouldn't be doing that. They don't belong to the county. We got to quit doing that. They're spending money, they're using equipment. It's not authorized for this. I do think it is very important that we keep things reasonable enough for the children of this county to enjoy it. I also think it's reasonable enough, an expectation that the fees should cover the cost. I don't think it's about putting a profit in everybody's pocket. That's a big area out there and requires a lot of maintenance. Thank you.
Thank you. Legislator Greco.
Mr. Chairman, we made the investment into these fields. We were told, and it's proven so, that we would garner sales taxes from all these leagues coming in, people coming to visit our county, eating our restaurants, sleep in the hotels, we'd have hotel taxes. So the residual impact of these leagues coming in and these fields being upgraded was to allow the season to go longer and so that the leagues could enjoy the fields as well. But it was also for the county to regain their investment through sales tax and things of that nature. Because it wasn't about leasing the fields, trying to get the money back from leasing the fields. I just want to point that out.
Correct.
There's no expectation of that.
Legislator Murphy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As a parent who has 2 children in school, in middle school, that are in activities all the time, I expect to have to pay for the activities that they're engaging in, ski club, gymnastics, whatever the case scenario may be. So as much as I can understand where my colleagues are coming from, you have to have something to at least keep up the maintenance of that field, as Legislator Greco said. Thank you.
Legislator Castillo.
I love it.
So do I, Frank.
I
love it.
Just, it's just great. I got the floor right now, sir. The case of the sales tax money that's coming in, okay, and we say, well, the hotels are all full, they're going downtown and eating. Well, those hotel rooms are full because of the racetrack, not because of the softball games that are going on, because a lot of those are local. There's a few of them that come within an hour away. They have to stay in certain hotels. So that avenue doesn't cut it. And yes, I'm sorry that, in school districts, you have to pay for your kids to be in different programs. That's the case, yes. But to say that we should be offering these programs to these children that their parents pay tax dollars. Their property tax are $340, and that's on the low end. So I'm sorry, it's really sad the way you guys voted on this. There was only 2 or 3 of us that voted yes on it, on that amendment. But on this one here, on this roll call vote, I know there'll be only maybe 2 or 3 people that vote no on it. And we're not talking about the banners that go around the back. Yes, that's fine. And if we're talking about somebody that was going to make money off this field, having their, out there for their program, yes, I would say we charge them. But no, this is something that we, as a county, should be offering to the parents and to the kids of this county. They are our future, not the people out at the airport. Thank you very much.
So I just want to point out that I pay school tax, but the darndest thing is, my 2 grandchildren, when they want to do something, I pay extra for that. There's a fee every time they go on a trip, a fee for some of the things they do with music, a fee for other after-school activities. I don't see a difference here. It supports the schools, supports the kids, parents pay it.
Thank you. We've been asked for a roll call vote. Would the clerk please call the roll? Yes is in favor of the resolution.
Michael Yurden has been marked excused. Herbert Yurden.
Yes.
Edward Gilson's been marked excused. David Holst has been marked excused. Roy Rehel.
Yes.
John Martino.
Yes.
Frank Lombardo.
Yes.
Paul House.
Yes.
James Weatherup.
Yes.
Mary Ellen Chesbro.
Yes.
Linda Lockwood.
Yes.
Richard Klein.
Yes.
Patrick Twist has been marked excused. Stephen Walpole.
Yes.
Kevin Hill.
Yes.
James Scanlon.
Yes.
Charles Berger.
Yes.
Robert Wilmot.
Yes.
Marie Schad.
No.
Paul Conley.
Yes.
Noel Samuelson.
Yes.
James Karasik.
Yes,
Michael Soloway.
Yes.
Mark Greco.
Yes.
Frank Castelia.
No.
Mr. Chairman, that's 19 in favor, 2 opposed, and 4 abstained.
Thank you. Moving to resolution HS9 by Legislator Scanlon.
Mr. Chairman, I offer this resolution, I urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing the reclassification of positions within the Integrated Services Division of the Department of Social Services.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, this is an internal realignment and restructuring of positions in the integrated service. And I really think that Mr. Church can speak to this better than I can. Sorry to put you there.
He didn't have his name tagged on.
I know.
Yeah, this is a proposal that's been examined at ESS for quite a while. We've been talking quite a bit with our prior commissioner and the new commissioner. What this will do is combine two title series into a single position title that will allow for better work cross training. It'll help us with our vacancies out there because as we have high vacancies in one type of work, those vacancies, the work that can be filled by people who are formerly in another title. So by combining the title series, it makes the department more nimble, more flexible, and result in better service for our constituents.
Thank you. Any discussion? Legislator Rehab.
Mr. Chairman, having chaired the committee for more years than I care to remember, I just want to say government moves slow sometimes. And some of you don't know how hard it is to get some of these things done. There's been a whole lot of work that Phil's done, a lot of work with staff, previous staff. And I'm happy that we're able to finally do it. And we do appreciate you. We always have. And I hope that this helps for retention and for future hiring purposes. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Legislator Greco.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, I'd also like to recognize Julie Bell and Jessica Vanell for all the hard work they did in this compensation study. And Mr. Church for finally, this is the final phase of the compensation study. Correct?
I think that's one further down, I think.
Okay. But this is any, that's going as well, that's part of it.
This is related to it because these titles were affected by that compensation.
Correct. So, a lot of hard work done.
Understood. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 20 in favor, 1 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Moving to the Economic Development Planning Committee, Resolution EP1 by Legislator Chesler.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I offer this resolution and I urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution creating one position in the Office of Mobility Management.
I'd like to consider this a success story. We created mobility management in order to take care of our residents better, and that we have done such a good job of mobility management as we instructed them to do. They have been bringing in more and more people being able to utilize the service to such an extent that now it is time that we increase there by one more staff member. This is a low staff position. It's only $27,000. It's basically for a dispatch because we want to be able to continue serving our constituents as best as we can.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution EP2 by Legislator Chesler.
Mr. Chairman, I go to my assistant because I am being voted on, so.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I offer the following resolution and urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution appointing members to the Oswego County Soil and Water Conservation District Board of Directors.
Yes, this resolution is to simply reappoint 3 members that have already been serving to the Oswego County Soil and Water Conservation District Board of Directors. And those individuals are Linda Lockwood, term to expire 12/25 at the end of the year. Mary Ellen Chesbrough, term to expire 12/25 at the end of the year. And Thomas Panofsky, term to expire December 27th, in 2027, sorry.
Thank you. Any discussion? So, no Linda.
Oh, let me first.
Yeah. Linda's abstaining, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Legislator Sid, along with Legislator Chesler.
Now,
Now, sir.
you ready? Okay. I discussed this in committee, didn't have a vote in that committee, had my opinion in that committee. And it's the same opinion that I have every time we appoint people, and we do not appoint anybody from the minority caucus. And again, 3 people, 2 of them are legislators from the majority caucus, nobody from the minority caucus. And yes, I know it's a reappointment, but I'm sorry, we've got to start having minority caucus be part of this whole game that is played with doing what we need to do, which is supply And, soil and water is very important to Oswego County. And I think that we should make sure that we have a bipartisan representation up there. Thank you very much. I will not be voting in favor of this.
Thank you. Legislator Sands.
Yeah, I'd like to speak to that. Attached to your resolution, there are resumes for each of these individuals. And they purely show that these 3 individuals have the expertise, the background, the experience, they serve on committees, they know a lot about agriculture, they know a lot about topics at hand, and they're very well qualified. So I don't think it's a political issue to have people who are qualified serving their roles that they know something about. Politics should never enter into it. The people who are good at the job, know the most about the job, should do the job.
Well said. Very good.
Thank you. Legislator Castillo.
Would you like me to read the resume? Okay? I just want to do this, but somebody throws something at me, I'm going to take, I will. Linda Lockwood has been involved in politics for more than 20 years. Soil and water. Is currently the Oswego County Legislator for District 11, Soil and Water. And has also served as the Vice Chairman of the Legislature in the past. Legislator Lockwood has been an active member of the Oswego County Soil and Water Conservation District Board of Directors since 2008 and is currently serving as the Vice Chairman, Soil and Water. That does not say anything other than she's in politics. Okay? And I'm not saying that she's bad for the job. All I'm saying is that we should put somebody from the minority caucus in there. Mary Ellen Chesbrough is the Oswego County Legislator, District 10, and has been an active member of the Oswego County Soil and Water Conservation District Board of Directors since 2020. Legislator Chesbrough is also involved in the agricultural community and operates a hay and beef farm and with her husband Earl. She said that the resume shows they have expertise in soil and water. Being on that committee does not mean that you have more expertise than anybody else. It means that you were appointed to that committee. And I appreciate the jobs that they have done and the jobs that they will do. But I'm just asking that in the future that you put somebody from the minority caucus into these jobs because they are just as important as the majority caucus. Thank you very much. I will not be voting in favor of this. It's up to you guys. No.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to point out that this is just a synopsis of their experience.
Yes.
She said it was her expertise.
I have a lot more
She
evidence.
said it was her expertise.
Well, I know both of these, I know all 3 of these people, and I assure you that they have expertise. A lot more than you, Frank.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 18 in favor, 1 opposed, 4 excused, and 2 abstained.
Thank you. Resolution EP3 by Legislator Soil and Water.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I offer this resolution and I urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution to increase state aid and decrease local share in capital project number B0821, County Route 5, seawall replacement from unspent funds in ready capital project number 0221, site trail repair.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, what this is we have 2 different ready projects. One was not able to go through due to logistics and environmental concerns, but there was the money that was allotted in there. The other project ran over because of COVID, and actually our local share went from 28,000 up to 228,000. So what we're able to do is to combine what was not able to be used to one that we can use, and what it is, it's ending up having it so that our local has been reduced down to only 38,000. So we saved quite a bit of money by being able to use the state funds that we couldn't use here, put it in here, and it turned out okay.
Thank you. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution EP4 by Legislator Chesbrough.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I offer this resolution and I urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution creating capital project number 0325, County Route 89 shoreline stabilization and transferring funds from unspent 2021 ready capital projects.
This is very similar to the last one. What we had is we had another ready fund that could not be used. We tried very hard to get the Sandy Island Bridge done, but due to many logistics, it couldn't be done. And that money is now available, and we do have an impending issue with one of our county roads. With the lake water is washed away, and we need stabilization. So that money now is able to stabilize one of our county roads, and the leftover money, it is taking care of even our local share.
Thank you. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution EP5 by Legislator Chudwick.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I offer this resolution and urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing budgetary modification, Department of Workforce Development, separation of part-time wage funds.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, what it is we get state and federal funds for our workforce development, and according to the grants, we need to separate these into actual project lines. It's just more or less, this is an auditing thing that is required by a process.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution EP6 by Legislator Chudwick.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I offer this resolution and urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution requesting amendment to New York State Tax Law, Section 1202-8, concerning Oswego County occupancy terms.
Yes, for years we've been able to go to our hotels and motels, and that they would have an occupancy tax. However, if someone had 6 rooms or less, they were not charged that. Well, the state law has come down now, and they're changing it so that, yes, 6 rooms and less, they can receive that. And it's necessary for us to be the same as the state law. Therefore, we will be able to get occupancy tax now for all of the units out here in Oswego County, from 6 to 0. We'll be able to get it from everyone, which is fair because it's apples to apples.
Thank you. Any discussion? Legislator Brown.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to point out that all the surrounding counties have this tax.
Good point. Any other discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Resolution HE1 by Legislator House.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, I recommend this resolution and urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing budget modification to increase Healthy Families additional hours.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. The Healthy Department is requesting a transfer of $5,000 from the salaries to additional hours.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution HE2 by Legislator House.
Yes, sir. I offer this resolution and urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing environmental fee schedule update and budget modification due to reduction in grant funding.
Yeah, apparently for some reason, they decided to cut our grant money from the state for $20,838, and then to increase that, we had to raise the price of the water test for a full test $150, for a partial test $70.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Moving to Resolution HE3 by Legislator House.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, I offer this resolution and urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution appointing members to the Oswego County Traffic Safety Board.
Yeah, they have suggested the name of Sergeant Joseph Taylor, who will go till 2/26/28.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving to Infrastructure, Facilities, Technology Committee. Resolution IT1 by Legislator Walpole.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I offer the following resolution and recommend its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution increasing authorization of capital project number R012-Pulaski Courthouse.
As we're all aware, over the years, Glasgow Courthouse has been renovation work. Due to the historical nature, obviously we've all been there for our meetings and whatnot. Regardless, we started this project with $123,100, and now as the bids come in, we're looking to increase it $127,700.
Thank you. Can you repeat the numbers again, what they want to hear?
Yes, it was, we are increasing it by $1,700,000. Increasing by $1,700,000.
Yeah, we like put seed money in to start the project, now the bids are coming in.
And this, once the bids come back, this is where we're at, at 1,700,000.
Right. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Before we get to resolution IT2, I'd like to thank the Director of Solid Waste, Michael Ludastansky, whose birthday is today, and he forewent the birthday dinner his wife would have brought home. Thank you. Resolution IT2 by Legislator Walpole.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The following resolution, I recommend its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing budgetary modification, Department of Solid Waste Landfill and Transfer Stations, sale of equipment, account to repairs, building and property, and repairs, maintenance, and equipment accounts.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, the accumulated a little over $22,000 selling off some equipment that was no longer needed, and they'd like to transfer that into repairs, building, and property.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution IT3 by Legislator Walpole.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The following resolution, I recommend its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing budgetary modification, Department of Solid Waste unappropriated fund balance to the capital project 0324.
Yes, and solid waste is the part of the cell 5 expansion, getting towards the end of that, and they have an outdated flow meter, and we need to add $30,000 to an updated facility.
Thank you. Any Legislator Castillo?
I just got, the unappropriated fund balance we're talking about, is that the general? Or is that
Solid waste.
The solid waste is making money?
Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
It's his own fund.
Enterprise fund.
Enterprise fund.
Yeah, good.
So that was 3. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Moving to resolution IT4 by Legislator Walpole.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The following resolution, I recommend its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution establishing capital project number 0225, Oswego County Airport LED conversion design phase.
As we're all familiar with, as we seek out grants for different things to keep us within the FAA guidelines and whatnot, this was one of the upgrades. It's total cost, project has the anticipated cost of $180,000, and with the grant coming in at $171,000, the local share in the state portion at $4,500, there'll be a local portion of $4,500.
Thank you. Any discussion? Legislator Castillo?
Mr. Chairman, earlier we talked about the airport. You said it doesn't relate to the other issue.
Now you're going to talk about
Now I'm
legislation.
going to talk about the airport, okay? The airport's got 86 hangars, or whatever you want to call them, customers out there. Okay, they lose $54,000 on an average every year. In order for the airport to be solvent, as we want Legends Field to be solvent, they would have to come up with another $627 each to make the airport solvent. Right now, full market value of the airport, according to our own real property is $3 million full market value. Right now, if we had to get rid of the airport, or if we wanted to get rid of the airport, we would have to pay back the FSA $16 million. We would never be able, this is what you call upside down on your property or on your car, where you owe more than what it's worth. Now, yes, somebody will say we need it, because everybody says we need it for all the businesses we have around. I know that the new plants, they have their own heliport. They fly in by helicopter if they come in. They come out there to park it maybe, and maybe to get gas. So we're costing the taxpayers $54,000 a year for a parking lot and a gas station. I know, okay, it's $4,500 on this one. The next three are in the same line, $4,500, and one of them is, we get about $16,000 or something like that. But I'm sorry, I'm not going to be voting in favor of any one of these that are dealing with the airport until we start charging them what they should be charged. We were promised years ago that we were going to start making money off the super hangar. Did I forget how much that cost us?
$900,000.
Somebody built that super hangar, and then we bought it from them. Again, we're going to have somebody build another hangar, and I'll guarantee you, when I'm not here, you guys are going to buy it from them, okay? And it's going to cost us more money. We'll buy it back, okay? So that's what we're going to be doing, and we're never going to make a profit. We were promised that we'd make a profit with buying that super hangar, and I'll tell you, we haven't. I will not be voting in favor of these. Thank you very much.
Any other discussion?
Mr. Chairman, well, kind of like Frank said, that $16 million, that was grant funding that came in. That's money we didn't spend. Those are things that improved the airport to get it up to where it is now. Now that we have a loan, the way you said it makes it seem like we owe $16 million.
No,
You
it
said
meant if
we
we had to
couldn't
pay
get rid of
it.
it, we would have to pay it back.
Right, we do.
Why would we get rid of it?
Why? Because it's costing taxpayers $54,000 a year. This is private industry,
It's a
we
pretty
would have sold it.
accurate number.
Mr. Chairman, does Mr. Walpole have the floor?
Yes, he does, sir.
Thank you.
I don't believe that number is accurate. I don't believe it.
Got it from Phil Church.
Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Brady, Commissioner Schott, do you oppose?
I'm only for it because I know they're gonna save money with an LED project. That's the only reason.
Is this one the LED project?
Yeah.
That's really good. You already voted the other way. I voted no on it.
Mr. Chairman, that's 20 in favor, 1 opposed.
All right, thank you. Resolution 19.5 by legislator Walpole.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I offer this following resolution and strongly recommend it to them.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
The resolution establishing capital project number E0125, Oswego County Airport, purchase a new front-end loader with plow.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, our airport director, Brandon, has done a great job. We had a loader that was obviously exceeded its life. It was getting towards the end. He'd done some research. He was able to get this grant. It was actually a loader with a plow, all kinds of assessments. So regardless, that loader was a cost of $540,000, $540,790. He got $513,000. Then another $13,000 local cost. In the end, was $13,590. So in the end, we got a little over $13,590.
Thank you. Any discussion? Legislator Schott.
Don't we have a super snow blower we purchased also?
Yeah.
That's up there? That's not adequate?
It wasn't this winter.
Well, nothing was adequate this winter.
Any other discussion?
Different application, but regardless.
You good?
Yes.
All those in favor? Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 19 in favor, 2 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution IT 6 by legislator Walpole.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I offer the following resolution and recommend its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing the execution of grant offer at the Oswego County Airport.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, this is tied to the other, the amount of 540. This is executing the grant offer.
Thank you. This is just a sister resolution to the last one. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 19 in favor, 2 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution IT 7 by legislator Walpole.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I offer the following resolution, urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing execution of supplemental consultant agreement number 1 with CNS Energies, Inc., New York State Department of Transportation, PIN 3756.98, bin 3366930, replacement of Maple Avenue Bridge over Little Sandy.
It is as written, an increase of $294,000.
Might not work.
Thank you. It was for, to increase from 309,000 to 603,000. It has exhibit A's are in your packet. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution IT 8 by legislator Walpole.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I offer the following resolution and recommend its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing the execution of grant offer at the Oswego County Airport.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, this is sister to the LED light.
Correct. This is a sister housekeeping resolution to the original LED. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 20 in favor, 1 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Moving now to Finance Personnel Committee, Resolution FT1 with legislator Martino.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I offer this resolution and urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing capital project closures and transfers of project balances.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, this is the closure of 8 capital projects that we had to close them out and put the money back in to redistribute accordingly.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution FP2 by legislator Martino.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I offer this resolution and urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing reallocation of positions to align with compensation study recommendations.
This is the last of the compensation study reclassification allocations. This is to close it out, clean it up as we do before. They were going to have some more come back to us. I do believe that this is the end of it. Salary.
Any discussion?
Again, kudos to Mr. Church and Judy Bell, that's coming out for a lot of hard work. We wanted them to get this right, took a long time, but they got it, hopefully. Hopefully we got it.
Thank you. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chair, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Resolution FP3 by legislator Martino.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I offer this resolution and urge its adoption. I do believe that I have to make an amendment on this.
You will need to be amended.
The amendment is to put in, under the governor to support A5621, sending us the special additional 1% sales and compensating use tax rate for 2 years. Consent with no other extensions grant in prior years and be it further resolved. So we basically just have to put in that particular number.
Right, it's the substitute for the other.
I'll second the motion.
Motion made and seconded to amend. Any discussion? Legislator Castillo.
Chairman, last time when I had a chance to vote on this, I brought up the point that we can give the taxpayers a break, we can be giving the taxpayers a break. I know it's only 1%, but with the uncertainty of what's going on in Washington, prices are gonna start going up higher. We can give the taxpayers 1% raise.
Mr. Chairman?
Yeah, it is too. Okay, it has to do with- it has to
This
do
is
with
on the
tax.
amendment. That's all this is.
Yeah, we're talking on the amendment.
This is just the amendment.
I'll repeat it in a minute. Go ahead.
Any other discussion on the amendment?
I'll repeat it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Now, back to the original resolution as amended. Any discussion? Wait, you got more?
Well, what I said before wasn't allowed, I'm sorry. I just jumped the gun. I wanted the ball, I wanted to run with it.
I'll call on Legislator Castillo.
Okay, thank you very much. I have discussed this in the past about this 1% on top of the percentage that we are allowed to get in. I still, with the same enthusiasm, will say that if we can give the taxpayers of this county a 1% sales tax break at the cash register with their paycheck, I think we should try to do it. I don't think we should be jumping on board and what's happening in Washington DC with all the tariffs that everybody's saying this and saying that, everything's gonna go up. Nobody knows what's gonna go up. Nobody knows what's gonna go down. But we do know that we're gonna raise the sales tax and keep it at the 1% when we could, say no, we're gonna keep it at what we're allowed to. We're not gonna add that 1% to it. Okay? Thank you very much. I will be voting against this as it stands.
Thank you. Legislator Hill.
I think what the legislator might be missing is that if we don't collect this through sales tax, we have to collect it through property tax.
Yes.
And I'd much rather collect it from people that are coming here and spending money than putting it on our property owners. So,
Legislator Hill is correct. This money, sales tax, goes directly to the property tax.
You're not supposed to actually balance your budget on the sales tax.
Any other discussion? Legislator Reed.
And just to be clear, this is not an increase, this is an extension of what exists.
Right.
Point. Any other discussion? Legislator Chesney.
I would just like to add that a lot of the sales tax is also brought to us by people not living in our county. So this helps our residents by actually taxing people that aren't even living in our county. They're helping us.
Here, here.
Hey, let's keep them coming. Legislator Burke.
I love sales tax. Everybody helps support the system. The people that are coming from an area, some people that aren't paying the property tax, they're still paying in to assist with our budget.
That's true. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 20 in favor, 1 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Legislator Martinez.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to make a motion to waive the rules for resolution SR1 only.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Resolution SR1 by Legislator Martinez.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I offer this resolution for its adoption.
Would the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution urging the State of New York Department of Transportation to review traffic safety in the proximity of Central Square Middle School on US Route 11 and to promptly make any necessary safety-related improvements.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The tragic events that happened on March 31st, this past month, I feel that this resolution is warranted. I do know that we have several bipartisan senators, assemblymen, along with the school district on board with this resolution, that they will work with us to make more happen in front of the middle school. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, that's 21 in favor, 0 opposed, and 4 excused.
Thank you. Moving to any unfinished business. Thank you. Moving to miscellaneous business. I would look for the appropriate motion.
Make a motion to adjourn.
All in favor? Aye. Stand adjourned. Now, as far as public comment period, Legislator Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, there are some.
There are none?
There are some.
Oh, some. right, thank you. At this time, I'd like to call forward Chris Weisenberger from Pulaski. Are you affiliated with any group or anything? Citizen?
Last time I checked,
There you go, very good.
and you know me, I've been here before.
Yes. Well, you know you have 5 minutes.
I do, thank you. Thank you for allowing me time to speak. I appreciate your time, and I know it's late. Good evening. Today I wanted to speak about tariffs are taxes. Oswego County families have been gut punched. In the past 8 weeks, life for working class families has deteriorated in real ways. The price of eggs this week was $7.29. My brain scrambled when I saw that price, no pun intended. I'm going to buy them at the Amish farm stand instead. And tariffs are going to make things much worse. Many of the components used in vehicles are imported. If you need a new vehicle, you can plan to pay $4,000 more for an average car and $10,000 more for one with bells and whistles. And that's not all. Car insurance premiums will also rise to cover the cost of these more expensive cars. Yesterday, global tariffs were placed on a 90-day hold, thankfully, but tariffs on goods from China were increased to a whopping 125%. And this afternoon, before I left home, I read in the Times that it said they increased to 149%. 80% of all smartphones are imported from China. So you can expect the price of the smartphone in your back pocket to increase steeply. Likewise, 77% of all toys are imported from China. So our children will have fewer presents under the Christmas tree. People can simply not afford these tariffs. Who pays for these tariffs? You and I. Tariffs equal taxes. While tariffs are imposed on imported goods, the costs are passed on to consumers in the form of higher prices. These tariffs will be tax increases to Oswego County families. They are a sickening blow to the economy that could devastate families and small businesses in ways that we haven't seen before the pandemic. The tariffs could raise the costs for the average American family by over $7,000 per year. Is anyone in this room a billionaire like Musk or Zuckerberg or Bezos? No? Then you're feeling the pain too. We're all getting musked. What happens when prices go up? We stop spending. We make do. We skip the doctors or go without medicine because we can't afford it. We buy fewer goods. This trickles down to businesses, especially small businesses. These taxes are not going to help Oswego County businesses. People on fixed incomes will find it harder to make ends meet and will need help. Do you want your mother-in-law moving in with you? I love my mother-in-law, but I don't want her moving in with me. And she doesn't want to move in with me either. She wants to be independent. But with these tariffs, she's going to need help. We know that you have no control over the tariffs imposed by the current administration. We are all victims of skyrocketing prices. But as elected officials, you represent us. Therefore, I have 2 requests. One, I urge this legislative body to pass a resolution to come out against these tariffs. And 2, I know you have Representative Tenney on speed dial. Her net worth is in the millions too, so I doubt she's feeling our pain. Please call her up and ask her to talk to the current administration about stopping this madness. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. At this time, time, I'd like to call Michael Segretto. Is that true? Okay, 5 minutes, sir.
Good evening. My wife Joanne and I have been lifelong residents of Oswego, and recently someone came to me and asked me a question and made a very bold statement. And along with that, with current events, it really bothered us. And I came here tonight to ask for a resolution to support Blue Lives Matter. 4 years ago, we all know what happened at the Capitol. A supposedly peaceful group of people went to the Capitol, but they were an angry mob. And they did millions of dollars worth of damage to our building. The other thing they did, they tried to stop a peaceful transfer of one administration from the next, and in 250 years, that's never happened in this country. But I think the worst thing they did was that they assaulted 152 of our police officers. Now, I looked around the room here tonight before I got up here, and I had to believe that everybody here grew up in the same type of household that I grew up in, that we believe in the rule of law. I can't believe any police agency or any government body would think differently. But let's skip to 4 years later. And now these people have been pardoned, and there's a proposal to give them money because of what they spent on fines, what they did to that Capitol building. So this gentleman came to me and he asked me the question. He said, I know how you feel about January 6, 2001. How do you feel about the aftermath of George Floyd? And I said, well, it was a murder. And I said there was a lot of things that were done that year that weren't right. And I didn't agree with businesses being looted and bombed or whatever. But I told him the same thing that I read, that the Minneapolis Police Department never had one police officer injured in all that experience. And he said to me, well, this is the bold statement. He said to me, well, you need to forget about it and move on. And I said to him, no, I'm not going to forget about it, and I'm not going to move on. And I'm angry about it, and I think everybody in this building should be angry about it. And I want to mention this to you because this is not a Democratic thing, it's not a Republican thing. It's an American thing. We all know what's right and wrong. And I think that this government body here, our local government body, should submit a resolution illustrating that they did not condone the pardoning of anybody that injured a police officer in this country, especially those 152 in Washington, D.C. Thank you.
Thank you. I would now call Paul McKinney forward. Thank you, sir. Yeah. 5 minutes.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. My name is Paul McKinney, and I've been a lifelong resident of Central New York, especially Fulton, my home. And I'm here tonight representing a new organization, Indivisible Oswego County. 6 weeks ago, this organization didn't exist. 10 of my friends and I got together one night because we were concerned, alarmed, scared, and angry with all that's happening in Washington. We decided we needed to do something to counter this devastation. And from that, today, we have over 1,000 members who have been meeting on a regular basis in communities all over the county. And I want to share with the legislature tonight that the people that you represent are scared. They're frightened. They don't sleep at night. And they're looking for support. I wasn't going to say this, but as I was listening tonight, I was so encouraged by the legislature with the resolution supporting the organizations that deal with child abuse. As I'm sure you're all aware, we experienced a devastating tragedy up in Suffolk Harbor recently, where a mom and 3 kids were illegally taken and sent to Texas. I'm a dad, and I think that any of you who are also parents, our kids are a special gift. And no child deserves to be abused or misused. I think that's our number one responsibility as parents. So I'm here tonight to ask each of you, as a follow-up to a letter that we recently sent to the chairman, asking you to attend the town hall that we're holding this Saturday at the Convention Center of Best Western. Starts at 1 o'clock. And if you do choose to come, which we hope you will, you'll have an opportunity to hear many of the people that you represent. And all you need to do is just sit and listen and connect with those emotions that your constituents are feeling. There'll be Democrats there, and there'll be Republicans there, and there'll be independents there, and there'll probably be folks there that aren't even registered to vote. But I can't help but believe that once you enter that door to this wonderful room, that as difficult as it is, as legislatures, you have to leave your politics out there. Because regardless of who elected you, you now represent everybody in this county, not just some. So when you come on Saturday, please introduce yourself to one of the welcomers there, because we have a special seat for you, a reserved seat with your name on it up front. And please take the time to listen, just listen. And I appreciate so much being able to share that with you. And my thoughts come from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, the name has been crossed out and then rewritten. I'm not sure if it's Del Busto. Anybody? Maybe they left? They're from Pulaski. Anybody knows? Oh, there you go. Just for the record, what was your name?
Dr. Del Busto Cohen. I don't know if you can see me because I'm so tall.
Yeah, no, you might not. Oh, now you're broken.
I think
5 minutes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
My name is Dr. Virginia Del Busto Cohen, and I am a clinical specialist psychiatric mental health nursing and a professor, a psychotherapist. And I am here because I am concerned about the rhetoric and the hatred that we are expressing towards one another. And as a mental health clinician, this creates anxiety, suicidal ideation, uncertainty, depression. I spent 4 years, unhonored, to serve at Fort Drum, treating soldiers for post-traumatic stress disorder, post-combat stress, depression, anxiety. For the last few days, I lost contact with my doctoral student
whom I mentored. I was worried about her whereabouts because she doesn't have a green card. I came here as an immigrant. I am Cuban. I lived under communist revolution. I lived and I lost my freedom. Not only did I lose my freedom, I lost relatives. We lost everything. We lost the right of free speech. We are about to lose that right in our universities, and as an academic, I am seriously worried. And more so, I am worried about the country that I love. This is my country, and I love it. And I am not speaking just for myself, for my military patients and those patients that I lost, that I could not save. They committed suicide because of fear, because of depression, because of anxiety. So I am asking you, not just as a legislative body, as people, as sacred people of God, we got to change our tune regardless of what kind of political, political party we come from. We are all created by Almighty God. We are sacred, no matter the differences between us. We have got to work together as Americans, because that's what we are. We are Americans, and we have to show the world that. I got a whole lot more to say, but I could spend the whole night here. But thank you for listening to me. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you. Now I'm looking for Kathleen Montaro.
Then she was short.
You'll be fine.
I think I'm the closing act for tonight.
Oh, I got one more.
Oh, one more. Can you all hear me?
Sure.
My name is Kathleen Mantero. I live at 932 County Route 25 in Oswego, New York, in the town of Minetto, where I've lived for a very, very long time. I'm here tonight to thank you, first of all, for having an evening meeting. It's so nice to see people able to be here in the evening who can't be here during the day. I wanted to tell you just a moment of my experience since I have lived in Oswego. I came here as a college student and graduated and got a job teaching high school social studies at Oswego High School. And then I moved to Minetto Elementary School, where several of the county legislators who are sitting before me, and one who has left, Mark Greco, where your children went to school and where I knew you as parents. And where I knew you had an interest in something that is very difficult to talk about in this county, and that's the amount of low literacy accompanied by poverty that we have. So I just want to talk to you briefly tonight about my experience in the last 12 or 14 years that I taught in Oswego City School District as a school library media specialist. In addition to that, I have experience also as a librarian at SUNY Oswego and as a member of the Board of Trustees of the Oswego Public Library for 11 years. And the last 5 years I have spent at the NCLS up north in North Country as the president of the North Country Library System Board of Trustees. So if I say these words to you, you'll recognize that I'm talking to all of you in this room, every single one of you. Central Square, Fulton, Hannibal, Mexico, Orwell, Oswego, Parrish, Phoenix, Pulaski, Sandy Creek, and Williamstown. All of you have a library access available to all of your constituents. The North Country Library System encompasses the counties of Oswego, Jefferson, Lewis, and St. Lawrence. We have 65 libraries within that system. And what I wanted to bring to your attention tonight, and I asked Frank to pass out, is a piece of literature that crossed my desk recently. On March 14th, which was a Friday, President Trump issued an executive order intended to dismantle the only federal agency dedicated to funding library services, the Institute of Museum and Library Services, as well as other agencies. This executive order basically is going to shut down this institution. And what's really funny to me is that on March 14th, the very same day, the Senate passed and the President signed, prior to his executive order, signed a continuing resolution for fiscal 2025, which provides funding for this agency through September of 2025, and then he promptly shut down any payment whatsoever to that institution. So I just want to take one more minute of your time to talk to you about your constituents. So, you know, if I was your teacher in school, I'd say, please close your eyes, but I'm not going to say that to you because I'm afraid you'd fall asleep. But pretend that I am a constituent of yours, because I am. And I would ask you this. What about your constituents that you're representing here tonight? What would happen if the library in the 11 places that I listed in Oswego County didn't exist? How would they be affected without services and support? How has the local library in your area helped them learn and grow, whether it's through books, programs, or classes? How much have they relied on the library to access free information from books on the internet? How have your constituents used your library, which provides a space for them where the community can come together for events, for learning, or for support? How much has your library helped them with job searches, skill building, or resume writing? How much has your library offered resources supporting their lifelong learning, regardless of their age or their stage in life? How has your library provided access to technology or the internet? That's it, I'm done.
Keep going.
Okay.
Wrap it up pretty
All right, okay, so I'm just going to ask you to consider all of these things, and for those of you who are legislators, please don't throw away what I gave you. Please look at it and think about your constituents and how important in this day and age libraries still are. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next, we have, if she's still here, Erin Fiorini. Thank you. There you go.
Okay, I got started now, yeah, thanks. Thank you all for remaining. So good evening, and thanks for this opportunity to present. My name is Erin Fiorini. I'm from Fulton, and I'm currently residing in Granby. I'm here to request a resolution be passed against collusion between certain authorities and certain local authorities and certain federal authorities that operate in the area. Collusion, as we know, undermines public trust in the rule of law and the institutions that this country and county have established over the past 2 centuries. Specifically, I'm asking the county legislature to pass a resolution to protect against federal agencies commandeering local law enforcement officials to carry out federal immigration mandates. Ideally, the resolution would protect our local governments, you, and agencies from being forced to use our resources and people power, such as the 911 switchboard services and officers, toward federal immigration enforcement. As it stands, this overlap of duty has been happening consistently in Oswego County since late January, with the dire consequences, where local economies are being upended. Once thriving families are suddenly being made into single mom households. Communities are in disorder because of federal agency overreach. Again, I want to underline here, this is an issue of separation of powers and one agency overreach. Not only could such a resolution stop local agencies from spending taxpayer dollars on federal immigration enforcement, but by ensuring the separation of local and federal duties, local employers can be more assured that their workforce can even arrive to work. In recent weeks, more and more people, yes, immigrants, have been stopped on their way to and from work by local law enforcers for little to no driving infractions. In some cases, no driving infractions, just asked to be pulled over, asked for their papers. So this is a show me your papers moment. And it's happening in Fulton. Then they are turned over, if they are not approved, they are turned over to Border Patrol to be detained indefinitely while they await deportation in many cases. This practice is economically intuitive, considering the positive economic of immigrants on the county and central New York as a whole. At the state level in 2002, this was undocumented residents alone paid an estimated $3.1 billion in state and local taxes. And we've spent a lot of time conversing about taxes this evening, so that should maybe mean something. Meanwhile, we know the state's dairy and farming industries create well over $4 billion in annual revenue, and it's no secret they rely heavily on documented and mainly though undocumented workers. Their sudden disappearances are not helping our suffering economies. This no collusion resolution could also ensure safer communities because residents will feel safer calling law enforcement for domestic violence, for theft, without fear of suddenly having a small call to the police about someone breaking into their home turn into them suddenly being arrested and taken away and separated from their families, as we more and more are seeing. Currently, families are suddenly turned into single mom households. I know 70% of the people who, and their friends, I worked in the Fulton City School District, I worked specifically with Spanish-speaking people. Yo viví unos 10 años en América Latina, entonces yo hablo los dos idiomas. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous right now. But I have this direct communication of getting phone calls at 7 a.m., at 6 a.m., at 11 p.m., they haven't come home. I don't know where my husband is. I don't know where my brother is. I don't know where my child is. So currently families are being ripped apart. We have a dad who was already sent back to Central America. And when I took one of the families to move out of the area, the youngest daughter got in the car. I drove them. And the youngest daughter got in the car and said, sorry. May I?
No rush, just wrap up.
Thank you. So we, at the local level, have the power to pass and enforce a local resolution to protect our residents, our workers, our economy, families and community. Y con todo gusto estoy disponible para poder como que escribir esta resolución. So I'm very available to help in creating that resolution. Muchísimas gracias.
All right, thank you. I'd like to thank you all for coming, and obviously we'll be here in May 7th, or 15th.
Mr. Chairman, thank you for giving